So, hello again. And ako na naman po, yung teacher Caitlin. And ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon is animals and the characteristics of invertebrates. Ang cute ng octopus. And yung shell. Okay, ready na ba kayo? Are you ready? Ay, charot lang. Okay, so let's start. And so, animals. Yung animals is pwedeng ma-divide into two groups, which is the vertebrates and invertebrates. And yung invertebrates naman is nadi-divide into two groups ulit, which is called the phyla and groups. So, ano nga ba ang invertebrates? Ano yung definition niya? So, invertebrates are animals without backbone or vertebral column, meaning wala silang spinal cord. Ganon, yung parang sa atin, like very wiggly sila. So, they are simple animals because they don't have backbones. Its body parts and functions are simpler compared to the vertebrates. Wrong grammar. To the vertebrates. So, one example is yung starfish. Wala silang backbone, kaya they are invertebrates. Wala silang spinal cord or vertebral column, kaya sila ay example ng invertebrates. So, the 8 main groups of invertebrates. Let's start with number 1, arthropods. So, examples of arthropods are crabs, scorpions, insects, spiders, millipedes, centipedes, and barnacles. Ay, example rin is yung butterfly, I think. Butterfly, dragonfly, spider, bug. Oh my gosh, familiar yung nasa middle na part. Hindi ko na maalala yung term. So, characteristics of an arthropods. They have segmented bodies and tough skeleton with jointed appendage and hardened outer skeleton. And it is the largest group in the animal kingdom, which can be further classified based on the number of pair of legs. So the following are class Crustacean, class Insecta, class Arachnida, class Chilopoda, and hindi ko makita yung isa. Class Diplopoda. So yung class Crustacean is 5 or more pairs of legs. So one example of this is ano ba? Yung mga centipede, millipede, and class Insecta, 3 pairs of legs. Spider, hindi, charot lang. Ay, aman, ay hindi ko alam. Basta insects. Ay, ayun, yung ladybug. And yung class Arachnida is 4 pairs of legs, which is spider kasi may 8 legs sila, di ba? And class Chilopoda, 1 pair of legs per segment. Caterpillar, maybe, baka. And class Diplopoda, 2 pairs of legs per segment. I'm not really sure here. And basta yon. They have segmented bodies and tough skeleton with jointed appendage, and hardened outer skeleton. So next is mollusks. So examples of mollusks are snails, clams, squids, and octopus, and their characteristics are soft-bodied animals with shells inside or outside their bodies called exoskeleton. So yung starfish is may shell, cherries, basta yung mga shells, seashells by the seashore, charot. Basta shells, snails, or basta may mga shells inside or outside of their bodies called exoskeleton are examples of mollusks. And so the third one, echinoderms. And the examples of the echinoderms are sea stars, brittle stars, sea urchins, and sea cucumbers. So, yung familiar lang ako dito is yung sea urchins. And sea urchins have um, long spikes. Like, masakit. Like, small lang naman sila, pero I think there are bigger ones. Pero marami silang spikes. So, characteristics of this of echinoderms are marine animals with spiky, may spiny endoskeleton sila and have a water vascular system, tube feet, and radial symmetry as adults. So, bale, parang may feet sila and may radial symmetry as adults. Like, parang may symmetry siguro yung components nila as adults. So, next, polyfer polyferans hapan or polyfernas. Wait a minute. Hmm, they are polyferans. Oh, nama, namali po ako sa na-type. So, number 4 is polyferans and examples lang is sponges and they are pore-bearing animals which attach themselves to rocks or seafloor. So, sponges meaning may mga butas-butas sila and so ang polyferans are example is sponges which are may butas-butas and ina-attach nila yung self nila to the seafloor or to the rocks. And number 5 is cnidarians. O, di ba? Cnidarians. And examples of these are jellyfish, corals, anemones, and or anemones and hydra. So they are hollow intestined animals and they have one body opening and most have two layered cells. So ayun yung characteristics ng cnidarians. So just like jellyfish is may body opening and two layer cells lang like nakikita mo yung ano nila, 'di ba? Like yung intestines parang ganun yung loob nila kasi nga two layer lang and they only have one body open and hollow. Hollow sila kasi may hollow yung ulo nila or something. And yung 6 is bloody helminths. Bloody helminths and examples of this are flatworms, flukes, and tapeworms. So, are flat and elongated worm-like animals. So, flatworms is flat, elongated, and worm-like. And yung tapeworms and flat, hindi, yung tapeworms is mostly makikita sa intestines ng pwede sa humans pero rare and sa um sa mga animals natin like pets like may mga tapeworms sila inside their intestines. Kaya nagpupurga ang mga animals kaya dapat pinupurga ang mga animals para matanggal yung mga tapeworms. And para maging healthy yung mga animals or pets natin. And so number 7, nematodes. So examples of these are ascaris, vinegar eels, hookworms, and pinworms. They are elongated and segmented worm-like or thread-like animals, are free-living or parasites of humans, plants, and animals. So just like yung number 6, which is platyhelminths, they are elongated pero unsegment, pero worm-like pa rin. So bale, para silang snake at some point and they are living inside humans and plants and animals like nasa loob-loob natin sila, yung mga nematodes. So, kailangan natin rin magpurga, just like the animals. So, next, number 8, annelids. So, earthworms. So, ito, pinaka-common, earthworms, leeches, and lugworms. So, yung leeches is nagsasak ng blood, pero not really sure kung nagsasak talaga sila ng blood. So, characteristics are elongated, worm-like animals with externally evident segmentation. Ranged animals, they have body segments that allow for speciality of tissues and for efficient movement. So, di ba yung mga earthworms is like parang may lines yung body nila, di ba? Kaya nagmo-move sila is like, basta pag nag-move sila is parang nagsa-stop, tapos continue, stop, continue, ganun. So, may segmentation nga na nangyayari. Kasi may mga parang hati-hati yung body nila. So, mas efficient sila na mag-move or like, mas mabilis silang nag-move unlike other worms na unsegmented. So, yun yung 8 main groups of invertebrates and thank you for listening. Bye-bye. See you again. Hindi ko alam. Next week. Okay, bye-bye. I hope na may marami kang natutunan sa akin and I hope you all the best. Thank you.